Welcome back to Satisfactory. Except I haven't set it up yet. Hold on. Okay, any second now. We're in the midst of where we were in the last episode. I was just kind of checking out the process here. The operation's actually working pretty well. Turning some of that resin into plastic. Using that plastic to make containers. Using those containers to package some fuel. And using some of the fuel that's coming from the fuel factory. So at this point, we're using all of our best possible options. Now, we're not using all the fuel we could be using, right? Our machines are still full of fuel. But if I really wanted to, I could like advance this by moving this resin over. We'll keep a little bit though. What is the fabric recipe? Oh. I don't even have that alternative. I could have sworn you could make fabric out of resin. Well, if you can, we can't yet. I'm just going to put one chunk of resin in each of these, or I just want to get some of these guys at the end. A little extra space to operate. Because we're about to use some of this fuel. I just kind of want to make sure we have some fuel. My original thought was this, we could put, we really don't need a huge amount. If I move the fuel over there, and we've got the, so I'm just thinking out loud here about how we're going to make this turbo fuel. Turbo fuel is compacted coal plus fuel in a refinery. So we'd have to bring it in, unpack it. Ooh, this could be fun actually. Okay. I've got an idea. Hey. So we've got the fuel factory over here. And it's packing just a tiny bit of fuel. It's actually not packing that much. And we've got our original little starter factory area where we're making compacted coal as part of our compacted coal power generation. But we're not using all of this compacted coal. Like, this capacity is nowhere near fully utilized. Yeah, this buffer is full of coal, so we're obviously not using it all. So I'm going to find a space for us to make. Wow, that's a lot of berries. Somewhere over here, I'm thinking we'll have our ability to deal ooh, summer sloop.
Attempt number 7,853,206. Are you there?
Orchestral tuning.
Ah, good. I think I understand better now.
Your curves are beautiful.
How inappropriate. Tell me more.
Your mimic tapestry follows the pattern. It swallows temples. It is harmonious.
If I could blush, I would.
Okay, so the game is a little loud. I think we need to clear some space. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, that's the scan. I'm suddenly having massive issues loading the right thing. I wonder if I put you in here and then threw you out. There we go. That cleared out some space. Perfect. So we've got all this surplus compacted coal and surplus compacted coal creation capacity. Right now, it's all going in here perfectly. We could siphon it from here and then ship it back out this way. And then within the same structure, make our own recreation station. So I'm thinking a nice... We'll probably have to do it on a 5x5. And then put it kind of like a roof on it where we can put the drones. Oh man, this is going to be tough to put together in my head. We could probably do it in a 4x4, but 5x5 is just so much more space. So it's 10 at the max. So let's just do 5. Oh, you know what? We should set the color of this. That would save us some work. We know we're going to make it turbo fuel color, so we'll just go with the reddest of reds. The lighting of it will reduce it, so it's fine. Background, no background, no text, max max. We're good to go. Copy, paste, and paste. And paste, and paste. We'll paste some more, paste some more. Okay, that's working. I'm trying to decide if I am making the right choice here. I don't think I am, but we're going to keep going. I think what we'll do is we'll just build this as half. Wait, can I do it that way? Let me think for a second. I was going to build this as half and then double it. Or you just... It doesn't have to be the full height. think that's the answer. Let's see. Technically, I should have put a floor on this, but we'll just put a roof on it, and we'll have to build the floor for the first part of it. Then if I'm looking at turbo fuel, $225 per minute in a refinery. Oh, a refinery might not fit in here. I'm giving myself all kinds of unnecessary problems. Well, we found one. Well, actually, hold on. Packaged fuel, no. Well, however much you make is how much you can package, so that's fine. The question is... $22.5 per minute. $26 machines, 26 refineries. Oof. That's good of a lot. $26 machines. I think I want to nudge this over by a half. So if this is making turbo fuel, compacted coal comes up from the bottom. Having a floor would make this a lot easier. Unfortunately. I could put a false floor in. Or I could just put a floor in. Of course, if I do that, it's going to be double floored. It's fine. Come on. So how many, what was our number? 26. So that's 27. So 9 of these. And these are making turbo fuel. So then I kind of want to put, ooh, this is it. Ooh, this is going to be a close fit. If it fits at all. And then we're going to have to do something to cover this area because it's technically not complete. So it would go up to cover the compacted coal. It's probably not gonna fit right there. It's gonna be way too steep. I don't know why I'm pushing this so close to the edge anyway. We can back this off some. Not too much. Oh, but wait. Ah, we gotta drop fuel in as well. Ugh. Having the ability to link directly onto the... So good, though. I can't give that up. But I think I am gonna... Wait a minute. This is what I was afraid of. We've got so many things going on in my head at the same time. So we've got 22.5 times 3, 67.5 fuel per. So we need a packager up here. $60 per minute. Oh, so we only need 2 of these. That's nice. Something working for us. So now we got to get, I'm guessing, fuel from the top down to the bottom. We need to figure out how many of these big concrete pillars can we fit. Oh, it's not claiming that it's outside. This is tough. I don't even know that we can fit. I mean, that's obviously outside, so it'd have to be at this level. Gonna let the refinery gases go all the way out. One, two, three. Okay. So let's just build it over here real quick. We'll go with the tower being 3x3, right? Save that guy. Then use that to finish this off. Technically, my aired out idea won't work because this part, unless I cut this out as well. Okay, so now we need package fuel will come in from the top. You know what's funny about this is we need the ability to pack the fuel that we're making. We might not have enough room for that. So these two will be, and these two will pack the turbo fuel. Is that where I'm headed? Oh, I think I should turn this side. So these guys will use their empty canisters. And then those empty canisters will immediately get split back. For reprocessing as packaged turbo fuel. This fuel will come out. We probably have to come out to like a nice deep corner. I think I'm getting my mojo here. I could theoretically connect this a little bit more conveniently if I went over here. Then I could drop straight in. Of course, I can drop straight in from this direction as well. Okay. So the package fuel, well, the package fuel isn't coming in yet. We're just assuming that it's in. Comes out, gets processed. And now we need to get the turbo fuel in so we can process that. Ah. It's one of those let's hope we have enough room situations. This is obviously more turbo fuel related. Now, why are you packaging the turbo fuel at a speed that's 1/3 the packaging of fuel? Oh boy. We might have to overclock. Yeah, each of these is basically 20. It's taking its own. Do we have a big bank of shards? We got 9 shards. We got enough to overclock one of these. Let's see what... 56.5. This is 40. Boo. That's 50. Might as well overclock them both. So we're going to need a bunch of shards in order to complete this build. I guess I don't need that. All right, so we're packing 60 turbo fuel. All right, that part I think is cleanly done. The output is done basically. So now what's the input like? Ooh. Oh. I was just about to say how cool everything was, and then we got super crashed. We could be... The fact that I can still hear my engines running is bad news. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Okay, so we gotta get everything in and everything out. Turbo fuel should probably go up. Packaged turbo fuel should probably go up. This has got to take fuel, which is already... Have we dealt with that already? Yeah, we've already dealt with the fuel. We got to get compacted coal in. That's part of the reason why we're in this mess, is because of the compacted coal. On the center corner. think the compacted coal is going to come in from the bottom. Oh, I see. So the vertical splitter has issues. It only has 2 usable outputs, which I guess makes some sense. Hmm. Then we'll do a splitter here if we can. Ah, you're giving me a clearance issue? Of all the things. And then we gotta split it again to get it off this belt. With the hopes we can make this 90-degree turn reasonably good. Okay, compacted coal is in. It's a pure nighttime out there today. And then turbo fuel comes out. We're probably gonna have to put a pump on this. And then we'll go for the splitter. I think it has a default lift of 10. So if we put a basic wall on here at 8 and then connected before that, we should be okay. You're going to be encroaching on clearance. That's unbelievably rude. This isn't a multi-floor connection. It only needs to connect to the packagers above. I guess we just need to give it some more breathing room. Not that much. Of course, if we connect them all super low, that would make some things a little easier. All right, so the turbo fuel comes out. We don't have anything else that needs to come out of there, so that's pretty good. This is already set to in. So now we just got to deal with these guys. Turbo fuel comes in from the top. Did I say turbo fuel? I just meant fuel. Fuel comes in from the top. At least it crashed all the way this time. Not one of those funky partial crashes. Of course, the hardest part about a crash is trying to figure out where you ended up. It's like, how far back did we go exactly? You know what? I probably should seat this as low as it'll go. Just to be sure there's no question. Which part is this? The fuel comes in from the top. Packaged fuel. For whatever reason, I do like it better when it's reversed. Those are all powered, but that's probably not the end of the show here. Oh, why is that not connected? Oh, it probably is connected. Just a visual error. So, what do we have over here? This turbo fuel package has to go somewhere. I think it goes up, and we use it for drones. Whoops. I really wanted that power on the other side of this. Okay. Can get rid of all these. None of these are doing us any good. Oh, actually, half of it's right and the other half isn't right. That's right. I forgot I turned half of these. Can't believe it takes... I guess you could say turbo fuel is more volatile, therefore they pack it slower. I still... annoys me, but... you could maybe get there RP-wise. Okay. I think that's ready. I could put one set of walls, but I think I'm going to leave the other side open just for a... you know... vertical refinery probably needs access to the air type situation. Yeah, there you got clipping with the pipes. All right, well, then we'll just leave it wide open. And then we'll come over here and label this one. Let's see. I think we're done. So everything's powered. The other thing I don't really have is a easy mode power connection to connect level to level. Not sure where I want to put that though, because I don't really want wires totally hanging out. We'll put it right here. That'll be enough for us to figure it out. Now let's just think about it one more time. Fuel comes in from the top. Turbo fuel goes out. We're taking, theoretically, we're taking one full pipe of fuel and making less than one pipe of turbo fuel. We're going to burn off some of that extra compacted coal. 15 times 3 times 9. It's basically a belt's worth. That is going to be our limiting factor. But really, this is just gas for the drones. We don't need a full boost. We're just going over here to the compacted coal. $480 per minute in coal. That's not even maxed. $150 in sulfur. Oof. So that's a major reduction. We're going to have to get the upgraded miners. In order to fully utilize that. But I think for now, so right now, the compacted coal only comes out if this is full. Then it starts to back up, and then this side gets a full belt's worth. I think this is going to be enough in general for the purposes of running our drones. Of course, our total capacity of making this stuff is going to be the deal breaker here. And if we're using Mark III belts, that means we're nowhere near the potential target capacity. We'll let those guys start to catch up a little bit. I'm pretty sure the recipe doubles on the belt, but let's double check. Nope, 25 and 25. So right now we're making 150 compacted coal per minute, just based off of the sulfur output amount. That's not great. I'm going to set all of these to max speed. They were all slowed down to try to save power. But now we need compacted coal. More than we need to save power. Besides, that little guy right over there is still cranking out power. Yeah, we're going to have to come back and upgrade all these belts. But at least for now, it's all running. And we're still making a surplus of compacted coal. Some of this extra, quote unquote, extra coal is getting used for steel production. Gotta keep that in mind. But I don't think we're using enough steel to worry about that right now because we're not making enough encased beams. It's all a cascade, but I think we're good for this. We set up the tower, the turbo fuel tower. And then on top of that, we'll put our drones. And then we'll use the turbo fuel tower to fuel our drone operation going forward. I like it. I think we're done. And just for special sake, let's find that hard drive. And we'll start the scan. We'll check the scan out in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.